of course, the rumours are true, like Baterscore's coming back.
Go!
It's the memes that make me laugh, isn't it? It's rarely score and go like that.
There
I was
wasn't
on the
enough
boat.
sharks.
Yeah, I was the
I
only one.
want more, lads.
I wanted a selfie, but I still haven't done it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Tea with Timbsy. This is a very special one because I'm joined by my boy, special man, Sharky.
Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
No, it's a pleasure. I mean, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We actually filmed one a long time ago.
Yeah.
Didn't
So
see
this
the
is the
light
thing.
of day.
We-
But I'm glad that actually, because I feel like a few years have passed. You know, we've both grown. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm a slightly different person, so.
You've definitely grown. I don't know if I have. I think I've regressed.
In a good way though, you have such a youthful face. It's like,
thank you.
You're not the same from the first day I met you, which is
Yeah.
about, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So that's good.
But that's the thing. So hopefully, last time
Yeah.
we filmed the episode, it was amazing. I feel like the chat probably was a little bit different. And then I got home and I put the SD card in, the file corrupted. I was like, oh, that's literally a whole good episode. But that won't happen this time because it's professional Tims,
Yes.
even though there's no coffee table.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I mean, I have to keep picking up from the floor now, so.
Yeah. Sharky, my brother, how have you been?
Good. In general,
Yeah.
recent times.
Yeah.
I've been good. You know, like work. It's a very fast-paced job. You know, there's always so much going on, and schedules are hectic, and it's up to you to kind of like control how you are with it. But I've been good.
Good start to the year.
Yeah. Oh, very busy start to the year. Of course, the rumours are true. Like Baterscore's coming back. So.
Go!
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you when. You guys gotta wait and find out and see when we drop a crazy trailer and everything. But because of that, we're like stocking up on videos, so I've got a lot of that. Of course, then there's obviously all the other stuff like with SDS and my own channels, and there's so much exciting projects that are starting as well that I'm involved in. So it's just been a really like bang straight in at start to the year, which is a good thing. That's how I like to work. So can't complain, bro.
I know you're busy because I spoke to Sharks. I was like, bro, I'd love to get you on again. And then he's like, yeah, let me just check my diary. And he's like, I'll book it in for this date. And it was like 4 weeks in advance. He sent me a screenshot of his diary, and every day it's like, shoot.
Yeah,
but
it's a lot.
as much as I was like, okay, I've got to wait a few weeks, I was so happy to see your schedule that busy. You're obviously doing well. You're doing some great work.
Thank you, bro.
And I feel like since the last time we spoke as well, you've diversified your work a lot. Did you even start SDS at that point? 2021, 2?
It would have probably been like early days. It wouldn't be
early.
anywhere near the level. We wouldn't have had the studio we've got. We wouldn't have had all of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been
The gang would be so deep
yeah,
as well.
Exactly.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
there
of
wouldn't
the
be that
boys
many
now.
of us. Yeah, it would be if we had started by that point, then it would have been very small. Like in my bedroom still.
Yeah. Because since then, that's obviously grown so much, and you've done so. You're working with the ATP. Like, I know you
it's
love
amazing,
tennis.
man. I
Aussie
love it.
Open's just finished as well.
Yeah.
Your boys with Sinner.
That's my boy. I mean, he's my friend. I don't know if I'm his friend.
No, you're friends. You're friends. It's like footballers, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
they're
That's
chill,
my
man.
guy. I'm happy for him. Yeah.
But he's unbelievable.
He
by
is.
the way.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
Like he's a freak. I don't know who's gonna be able to like I predict him to get even better. And it's the whole Carlos Alcaraz Sinner thing.
21
But
and 23.
It's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
Crazy.
And it's in a good place. I think tennis is in a good place.
Yeah. But we were saying just off camera as well before. There's so many sports that we like and that you are invested in and want to like explore. F1. We both
for sure.
do a little bit of F1. You went to Qatar twice now.
Back-to-back years, the Qatar Grand Prix, the
Yeah.
Doha Grand Prix. Yeah, I mean,
funny world, isn't it?
it's mad. Yeah, like the thing is, it's different with Formula One. That's not so. For example, like football's what I grew up watching, tennis as well. I've been watching from when I was like a teenager. MMA, boxing, all that stuff. I always loved that stuff. With Formula One, it's different. Like my entry route has been pretty much similar to most modern fans now, which is Drive to Survive.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
there's nothing I love more in this world than sport documentaries. I couldn't care less what sport is.
Jordan documentary.
I couldn't care less what
unbelievable.
sport is. I watched the cricket one on Amazon, and it was the Australian team with the controversy with the guy who.
Oh yeah, tampering with the ball.
I loved it. Like I don't care what sport is. I love sporting documentaries.
That's
It doesn't matter
amazing.
if I love the sport or not. Like Last Chance U on Netflix with the American football college team.
And the basketball.
The basketball one they did. The basketball season they did.
So
and
good.
all the football ones and I recently watched the Giannis one. Giannis had a documentary.
is there one now?
It's really good. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. You can watch that. So I love it. So
Yeah.
Drive to Survive. I was like, oh, it's just another sporting documentary. And obviously that's when I fell in love with understanding Formula One drivers and how much more goes into it. Yeah, the team owner, the team dynamics, the personalities, how hard they actually train, the G-force, the necks, how strong their neck is, all of that stuff. And it's the same thing. And even watched Full Swing, which is the same developers, but it's the golf one.
Yeah.
I just love documentaries, like sport documentaries.
Golf,
that's the next one.
Josh, step with.
I need to. I diverted 2 years ago and I chose paddle. It was paddle or golf.
Paddle's amazing.
But now my knees are a bit shit. Maybe I'll come back to golf. Yeah, I know golf's not great for the knees either, but I'll try.
No, it's probably better though.
Yeah. I know Steph's got some shit knees as well and he plays golf.
Yeah.
So I think I'll be alright.
His knees it's not because of golf, they've got better, but they've got better.
Good, yeah. No, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm pretty competent at picking up sports.
I feel like you're coordinated.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to.
I think so.
Paddle's amazing. Sport in general.
I love sport, man.
It's great.
I love sport, and Formula 1's another one where I'm trying to get my foot in there more. I know you've done a lot of stuff, and Josh as well. I always see you guys there. Yeah, so it's just another thing where I'm open to maybe going to more events, networking, meeting new people, working with brands and seeing what it's like and hopefully getting to know the drivers and interviewing them and all that stuff. So
you know what's so funny as well? I
love doing that, man.
Over the years, like the more you do in a sport and then the more you do with other sports as well, it's so interesting to when you really get in there and then see how a sport works from kind of the bottom to the top. Right, so like football, for example, is both of our like first loves, basically.
For sure.
And then having worked in it for so long, I mean, like everyone here, for example, like you get to see the different levels of sport and just the real intricacies. And then you get to experience that all over again when you go into another sport. So then F1, as you say, your first exposure is like, okay, the documentary piques your interest, then you go in, and then you're like, oh, it's not just whizzing around a track. There's a whole different dynamic to the teams, and then even in the garage and you hear the noise and then you find out what this is for and this is for. It's
crazy.
It's so fun.
It's crazy.
And I feel like it gives you so much renewed energy for a sport, because sometimes football, it's a bit overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like I get tired of, it's so hard to support a football team in general. Like emotionally, I'm just drained. So I'm like, you know what? I need a break. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to watch the F1.
Wow.
I'm going to have some fun.
It's not a bad thing to do, is it?
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's literally it. And I don't know, that's me with tennis. You know, I enjoy it that way. It's the same thing. Tennis kind of has that similar kind of posh or like upper class vibe that Formula 1 has. And it's kind of similar where it's, we'll talk about off camera, where it's like a traveling circus with the Formula 1. It's kind of like that with tennis. They go tournament to tournament in different, like tennis has tournaments in Miami, in California, in loads of places in America. They have tournaments in Shanghai or Paris or, Wimbledon, or you got like the US Open, which is always a big thing because US Open is my favorite tournament. I've been there to the US Open 4 years in a row. Yeah. And it's in New York, and it's in line of the New York Fashion Week as well. So that whole week, the city's amazing.
Yeah, the city's on
tennis,
fire.
The US Open's on, the Fashion Week. So tennis is kind of a similar vibe, and that's why I enjoy it. It's like, football's like, Arsenal are pissing me off. I'm going to New York in September watching the US Open, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool, where you can't do that with football. It's like, it's a different culture. If we're playing an away game, I might be going to Wolverhampton like I went to yesterday on the weekend. There, Where here I can go watch tennis, I can go to Paris and watch the Roland Garros. So it's different vibe, and Formula 1's that kind of vibe, and you get different feels from different sports. So that's why I just like to watch as much different things as I can, man. It's so good.
Elite, man.
I love it.
But you are so busy at the moment. What is it like? Because I know you've had your own journey with your own content versus Beta Squad content and working as like a presenter and all that sort of stuff. What is your balance at the moment? What would you say is of how much time you're dedicating or doing, or is it kind of easier now?
It's weird because like different parts of the year, different things take over. I think mostly at the moment SDS has been like my main thing, because Beta Squad's been on a break. We haven't uploaded since June, and we had the charity match, and then we haven't uploaded since then. I've had to find all the time that was allocated to Beta Squad. I just filled it in with other stuff. So now it's hard because we're back to film Beta Squad, but now it's like I don't have time because I filled up that Beta Squad time for other stuff. But SDS has been my main passion, obviously, because it's sport, it's football specifically. It's
your mates.
Like growing a whole brand, and obviously we had the live show. We've done 2 now. The most recent one was crazy.
Yeah, sorry for missing that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It was amazing. Like Hacking the Empire was mad. SDS has taken most of my focus, but at the same time, there's always so much different stuff. Like I work with, like I said, brands or shoots and stuff, and man, it's just whatever feels right at that time and obviously just clothing and all of that. So what feels right at the time is what I think I just focus on. I tend to focus on.
Do you feel like you're grinding Is it a bit overwhelming at the moment? You're like, I've got so much on.
Sometimes, I guess, sometimes. It just depends on like how I, you know, like how I perceive it. I can either look at it as like, oh, this is a lot, it's overwhelming. Or I can look at it as like, this is so sick, like we're creating so much cool shit. And also it's like, if you have a good team, like I have good people around me that I know I can now go away for 2 weeks, 3 weeks and this is fine. The videos are still coming out on schedule.
So
I don't even need to be there anymore. The boys can host themselves. Everything's all sorted, the edit sorted, the production sorted and everything. I'm happy, it's fine. You know, Beta Squad's the same thing. We have such a big team of Beta Squad. With Primo, my cousin runs most of it. You know, he does it day to day. So for me, it's just like, if I do feel overwhelmed, I can just take a little step back, I guess. Yeah. But my problem is I like to really be involved in everything.
Yeah, so I know.
It's a bit hard to fully take a step back, but yeah, there's some, and it gives me space to then start the new thing or like bring a new strand, a new element to what I'm doing because it's like, cool, SS is good. The podcast aspect of SS is good. That's fine. Now Baller League is starting, and I have a team, and that's going to be involved with SDS. So now I'm going to focus on that element of SDS. And the podcast stuff, I'm going to take a bit of a step back on because the boys are in a good place. I don't need to do that anymore. I can do this part. So it's just, managing things properly, I guess.
What do you get the most satisfaction from? Do you prefer almost the early days of SDS when you're building it and you are like grinding it out and you're working towards something versus now when it's established and obviously there's still more room to grow and everything, but it's far more established. There's less for you to do technically. What would you feel like you prefer?
I mean, the journey is always like, in the moment, the journey of everything feels long and doesn't feel fun. You know, anyone who says it does is lying. In hindsight, you're like, oh, I miss it. It's the same as like when we all started YouTube, like the Beta Squad boys. Now looking back at it, and I'm like, yo, I miss being in Chunk's house at 4 or 5 in the morning with him, AJ, and Nico would come from Stafford, and we'd be laughing all night, bantering, making videos, editing our own videos. Like, in the moment, that's not fun. In the moment, I wanted to make it where I am now. So it's just, when you're in the moment, you look forward and you go, I want to, you know, have enough money where I can to look after my family. I want to have this much subscribers. I want to have this. There's so much like, you know, so much extrinsic motivation, things where you're like, I want to do this. I want to get to that point. But then when you get there, you're like looking back. So there's never a time when you're enjoying where you're at the moment. Because now it's like, I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, I miss being that guy who like just was wide-eyed and passionate, and now it's more normal.
Yeah, it's true. No, I remember
it's weird.
Speaking to Vuj about this last week, the Copper 90 times of when you're just head down, grinding. You're just building something, but you don't even know, and it's just you're so fully zoned in on what you're doing there, and then it's like you can't appreciate. It's really hard, I think, to appreciate being in the moment and doing all these cool things.
It is hard.
And it's only when you, as you say, looking back, you're like, oh, that was cool, man. I really do miss that.
Yeah,
you know?
It is hard. It's kind of just the thing. It's just a kind of like a rite of passage. It's how everyone's gonna have that same kind of thing where it's why when you're in the moment and you're like upcoming and you're trying, and sometimes you just enjoy in the moment. You think they're stupid because you're just like, what is there to enjoy? Like, I'm grinding. I'm not sleeping. I'm editing my own videos. I want to make it so bad. I want to get this. So what is there to enjoy? I just want to make the videos. But then it's like, when you do get there, if you work hard and you get there and you're lucky enough, then you look back and you go, yo, I wish I actually did.
Yeah.
I've missed those times.
Now that you're in the position as well where you guys are so popular now.
Yeah.
Each have your own individual channels, but equally together, it's like this.
Like the Avengers.
Bro, honestly.
Individually, we're like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk.
Yeah.
And they all have their own great films individually. But when there's an Avengers film out, everyone needs to watch the Avengers film.
Exactly.
Some people are more Spider-Man fans, but everyone's an Avengers fan.
The Avengers are coming back.
The Avengers are coming back.
But that's the thing. It's now it's like it's removed from you, so you can treat it more as like literally like a shoot. If you turn up, you can turn up. You know everything.
Well, we have a bit of a system though. We all still produce all the videos.
Oh, okay.
Like we all direct. We all have to come up. We come up with the concepts. Like we're still the YouTubers.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we come up with the concepts.
Okay.
So it's every time we film, we all send in a bunch of concepts. We have a system.
It's still you.
It's still us. You know, we're the content creators. So no matter, we can employ 30, 40 people, videographers, producers, editors, and everything. But at the end of the day, we're the content creators. We know what the best videos are. Like the videographers are the ones that make sure the videos are captured. The editors are the ones that make sure the videos are made to a good level. You know, producers produce the videos, but we still come up with the concepts individually. We still direct the videos.
How you want it to look.
Yeah, so it's like I would basically, so every time before we have a lump filming, we have a process now where we all send in a bunch of videos. It's literally like doing uni work. Like I have to write a whole page with thumbnail ideas and everything, title ideas, and bullet points what the video entails, and I have to send about 4 or 5 different ideas, and I send it to like our manager, and then all the other boys do the same thing. Now we all get sent it back, and it's all anonymous. I don't know what's Age's idea. I don't know what Nico's idea is, and then we vote. Like
That's
we rank
amazing.
it, and then the videos that all make it into like, yo, these are the highest voted videos. These are the ones I'm working on. Then it's like, cool. Say one of mine got picked, which it does usually gets balanced. Then it's cool. I'm working on that video now. So now I'm directing the video. Me and the producer will have calls in the build up. So the producer will be like, cool, how can we make this video to life? And then I'm basically saying, we need this location, that. And the producer will go off and rent the shop we're filming in, or this or that. So we still are very much involved.
Wow, I didn't realise there was that much.
Yeah, it's still us. Otherwise we'd lose the essence of who we are, if we're just going, and it's like I can just do a JD shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true.
If it's just me turning up and filming.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, and I will keep doing that, and it's great. But it's what is us,
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's still our ideas, it's still our videos, and our creative process.
Do you know if that's, because I know you do stuff with that, like obviously the Sidemen, if that's sort of how they operate?
I think they have a similar process.
And like AMP, like them lot as well.
Yeah, I think so. Sidemen, they've spoken about their process many times. They have a similar process. I think a part of our process was kind of taken from how they do it, because they've also been running
as
fully
templates
functional,
go,
fully functional channel, like weekly uploads, same as us and everything. So I think that they have a similar process, and yeah, we figured something like that works for us as well. Yeah, I mean, luckily our videos are better. Yeah,
I love that you
know what I mean. It's just that the thing that they have is they're more like structured really well. Like we've disappeared for about 6-7 months. Yeah, they haven't. They've not missed a week in years. Yeah, so their structure is like, what they have really well is their structure, like how everything is organized, like business-wise, they run really well. Yeah, I think we're younger, we're fresher, and if you look at people like Nico, AJ, creatively, we have a lot better, like more creative juice in us. So yes, I think, I'm being biased, but I think we win in the video aspect. I think Beta Squad videos will always be better than Sidemen videos. Yeah. Sometimes they'll drop a video which is, yo, that was a good one. Yeah. But as a business and the structure, I think they run really well. So there's always stuff we can take from them, for sure. Yeah.
So if you're the Avengers, they're like DC Comics.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Just I'd a little bit.
I'd say some people prefer DC Comics though.
No, it's true.
But most people prefer Avengers.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's hilarious. Wait, to be fair, all the lads are nice. Well, I only know like.
Yeah, they're cool.
Simon, lovely. KSI, lovely.
Toby's great. Yeah. Ethan's great. They're all cool guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're all great guys. They're the pioneers, kind of.
Who would AMP be?
AMP,
because they're wild, bro.
They are.
Because that's big. I feel like because now you film videos with them, they're hilarious. Yeah,
they're great.
They're so fucking fun.
Yeah, they're great. They're huge.
But I feel like I look at them, and I think a lot of people in the UK look at them almost like American movie stars. You know how they're kind of otherworldly.
Yeah.
And it is different with them.
It's a streaming thing.
Drewski, Kai, like they are next level.
It's the streaming thing. Streaming's a different world now, man.
It's weird, isn't it? How that's taken over.
Streaming's
crazy. It has and it hasn't, but
streaming's crazy. There's like, I don't know.
Kai's streams are unbelievable.
Yeah, what Kai does is mad. Like he just did the Mafia-thon. He did the whole month of November live. The whole week.
It's basically what he's done is he's modernized Big Brother. Yeah. Right? But made it constantly fun. No one's shoving bottles up anywhere. No one's doing
non-stop
crazy.
Though. Like he doesn't turn off at the end of the night. It's not. No, he's sleeping. You're watching him sleep. Yeah. He's in a shower. There's a camera in the toilet.
Who watches that though?
People watch it because there's still stuff going on. There's still.
Oh yeah.
When Kai's sleeping,
they get the Spider-Man.
They'll get the Spider-Man guy, and like
every Drewski's not sleeping.
Exactly.
And Kevin Hart's
sleepover stuff. There's always stuff going on. Yeah. The views might go down for a bit, but the cameras don't turn off for 30 days. Yeah. And he hit the highest. He broke the record by a massive amount for the
subscribers, viewers,
like 700,000 subs, which is nuts on Twitch.
A month is crazy.
Because it's like £5 a month.
£5 minimum.
Yeah, he probably has like a
mills
80% share with Twitch, 70% maybe. It's nuts.
What are that? Okay, because
he deserves it because he's generally. You can see how creatively he works. Just look at his trailers that he drops. Yeah. he put so much money and effort into those trailers, and it's crazy. He spent more money on a trailer than probably we've ever spent on a Basic video.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's mad.
Yeah.
So he deserves it, you know. Like what he puts in, he gets out, and I think the rest of the squad, the group as well, all top streamers. Top personalities.
Are they good? Because you filmed like the get out of the glass box
yeah,
stuff.
We've done a few of them.
Yeah. Are they good lads? Like
they're great.
Camera, they're great fun.
Even this comeback, we've got a video with them as well. We filmed.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, so we did one for our channel, one for their channel. Yeah.
Sick.
So
have you filmed it already?
Yeah, we filmed it already.
Was it good?
It was good. We got some good videos. We got some really good videos coming. I'm being honest. We've got some I'm really excited for everyone to see the videos we've got when we come back. We've got some genuine really good videos. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what's so fun? Your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Makes me so happy because we've spoken about this before and going through the journey of making content and life online and stuff, and you told me how you can be up and down and stuff, but seeing
so many ups and downs.
You in this glowing, it's great. It's great, man.
I'm trying, man. A lot of work goes into that. Mental work goes into that.
Oh, and actually,
it's you have to stay.
Before I forget, I have to say thank you
for
before Christmas when we were at the Arsenal training ground.
Yeah.
And we were just having a chat before a shoot, and you inspire. I told you then, it's you inspired me by, your work ethic, and also something you uploaded as well about motivation and stuff, but not in some cheesy, corny way. But it was something you put. I can't remember. I think it was something you put up on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Just about basically just do it.
Yeah.
Same thing as I was chatting to Vuj about as well.
Yeah.
And it's something that has genuinely stuck in my mind a lot, just because you're almost living proof of what you said then and what you're now creating, and from when we last had our previous chat as well, seeing the growth in yourself but also your content and your output and stuff. I was it's clicked in my head. And so that's why I've started it.
I'm glad,
even just from this Tea with Timbsy, trying to do it every week and then diversifying and stuff. So that's my thank you to you, because you've inspired me.
Thank you for bringing us back, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
And don't stop.
No, it's great, honestly. But so for people watching who maybe have been in a similar situation or are in that situation of just overthinking and stuff, what would your advice be? Because you've lived through it and you've come through it, I guess. What would your advice be?
And I'll live through it again, and I'll have those moments again, and I'll have those low points again, and I'll hopefully come through it again. It's not. It's not something that's sick. I've overcome the overthinking, and now I'm always gonna be good. No. You have to accept that these are all normal things. You're going to have moments where you're, I don't know, it could be struggling creatively, writer's block, like you said. It could be overthinking. It could be imposter syndrome. It could be whatever. You just have to accept that that's normal, and it happens to everyone. It's a weird mindset, but you kind of have to welcome it. You have to kind of enjoy it. You look at something, you're that guy's a sick man, but you're you have to kind of enjoy the idea of feeling shit, or failing or getting things wrong.
Yeah.
Because when you do that and you accept it, you then start to become someone that is a problem solver. You start to be cool, I've accepted that, yes, this isn't working, or this video failed and I worked hard on this video and this didn't well, and this series isn't doing well, whatever. This is good, because this is normal, everyone gets this. How do I fix this? How do I make it better? Because you've accepted it, you've welcomed it, now you're actively becoming a problem solver. You're actively figuring things out. And what you're doing there is you're making yourself better, and also you're making yourself kind of bulletproof, because down the line when more things, down the line when more things come and more things pop up and more failures happen, because you've developed that mindset where you're accepting it and enjoying it kind of in a sick way, you're kind of welcoming it, your natural responses are a lot better, rather than kind of going, negative self-talk and it's always me, I'm so unlucky, I have bad luck, Instead of doing that, you're becoming someone that's cool, that's good, I've been through this all the time.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you're going is, how do I solve this problem? Let me actually go out my way and actually research. Let me actually go out my way and see what works in the algorithm and look at other channels. I have SDS. Obviously, naturally, I'm going to be in a competition, in a healthy competition with all the other channels. I look at Pitchside, Filthy, the club, everyone. I would always go on their channel and go, what do they do well? What do they do? And that's me being a problem solver. That's me being a solution seeker. If something doesn't work on SDS, I'm what do they do well?
Yeah.
Not in a way where I'm nabbing them, in a way where maybe something tiny is 1%.
Yeah, you can learn something.
Their titles are a lot shorter than mine. Maybe that's why. Maybe when you click on you open a YouTube screen and my title is so long, you don't see the full title. You lose 5% of people to click on it. You know, so it's little things, and doing that makes you more of a problem solver. So I'd say the first thing to do is just accept it and just be like, that's normal.
What was that moment for you where in that journey where you had that self-doubt and you were kind of questioning what you're uploading, and you're like, I don't really want to do this, but I kind of do, and then breaking through? Was there like a breakthrough moment for you? Was it when you created SDS, or? Yeah,
I'm still in and out, because I still have my own personal main channel, and I'm super inconsistent there, you know, and there's still that I have in my head where it's like, creatively, I put so much pressure on that channel because the first channel I made, that channel's 10 years old this year, and I'm prioritizing all the other channels, and then there's a channel there that's, you know, my oldest child that I've kind of abandoned. You know? So every day, no matter how well SDS is doing, no matter how well Beta Squad's doing, no matter how well everything's doing, back in my mind I'm like, my main channel's rotting. Like, there's no. So that hasn't changed. But in terms of like content and everything, I think it was making SDS.
Yeah,
that was a big turning point for me. One,
what made you do that?
Yeah.
And two, why do you attribute creating SDS as the thing that kind of helped you break through the doubt and the...
Because it's the first real thing that I made myself, which, not the first, but in a long time, that I felt like, whoa, I can actually create something and grow it off my own back, in the sense of, you know, SDS wasn't... So I started YouTube early on. I met the boys after starting YouTube. Everyone thinks we knew each other from young because of how close we are. When I started content, I didn't know Chunks, Nico, AJ, Kenny even existed on this planet. I didn't even know who they were. I didn't know nothing. None of us knew each other. And luckily, like within a month, I met Chunks and AJ, and the rest is history, of course. But very early days on YouTube, everything was great. We were all coming up together, and then naturally, someone has a big spike. At this point in their career, someone has a big spike. At that point in their career, Chunks obviously had a big spike early on in his career. Then Nico started making unbelievable videos and all of that stuff. And then obviously, because we're all in a group, kind of unofficially, was before Beta Squad, but all like making videos together.
Yeah.
We all grow off each other's backs. So I was the first one to get a 1 million viewed video about it, for example, right? Oh. And because they're all in my video, they grew it as well. But then Chunks then started growing massively because of like Man's Not Hot and all of that stuff. And then he started making crazy videos. And then we all grew with him because we were all in each other's videos. And Chunks did rap battles and we all grew there. And then Nico started making crazy videos and we all grew. So we all grew together.
Yeah.
But then there was like a clear, until today, like Chunks and Nico are huge. Like Chunks is one of the biggest entertainers in the country. Nico is the best content creator in the world.
Yeah.
So then what happens is we make Beta Squad, we all achieve our dreams very early on, you know, super early on. And then obviously there's the whole imposter syndrome, like, should I be here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, do I deserve to be here? Am I as big as them? Naturally, you're young, I'm early 20s. But then I made SDS, and then I only started getting my friends from school and people that had no social media, like people that work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And we grew just from being like organic guys that you would have a football conversation with. And then creatively, then I'm making it ways where we can change kind of the football content podcast scene. You know, we'd have a complete different vibe to everyone else. You know, we had a round table with 4 seats and it'll be rotating. We have the biggest rotating cast out of every big UK football podcast. You know, so we have so much things that I'm like, how can we be different to them? How can we be different to them? How can we have our own essence? And me doing that made me think, yo, I can actually start something, grow it to a level where in just that sphere, football content, football podcasts, where we sold out over 1,000 seats like the Empire. So that gave me self-belief to go, literally, I can do stuff as well myself.
Okay.
And then that's when I believed myself to start clothing. That's when I now do so much stuff, because I'm like, kind of gave me self-confidence, more than just, like bigger than just podcasting, more than just like everywhere in life.
So it was like the fact that because you and the boys glowed up together, were you like hinging your popularity or success based off the fact that you were part of this collective?
Yeah, it kind of gets lost. Yeah,
you created your own thing, and it's like a space of the internet that you own and that you are. That's your brainchild, sort of thing.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. And because of that, it's helped me develop mentality or confidence where I can do that everywhere else. So that's why I've started the clothing. That's why I started taking more risks. I started building new things, because before I'd be too scared, because I'd be like, if I start this, will they just think, will it you know?
That's it, it's the doubt, right?
Yeah, it's the doubt. And then that's kind of like, taken that doubt away from me because there's proof of concept. I've done something, and now I'll always go and do something and try something because I'm like, I can do it. I am smart enough. I am good enough. I am entertaining enough. I am creative enough. I am bold enough to do it. So yeah.
So SDS is that constant living proof that it's just like, no, believe in yourself. That is my idea. It's worked. Why can't it work with Primo Family Club? And,
literally.
It's amazing.
And every time a doubt comes, I'll test myself. Like we had no right to pick that venue for our second ever live show, and we just done it just to see if we actually
and it worked,
and we did it. Yeah, which was mad.
Elite, man.
Yeah.
There we go. To any of the doubters, just remember that
it's normal.
No, I know. Normal. I have so much doubt, man.
Yeah, so do I every single day. But that's good. Enjoy that. Yeah. Prove yourself wrong. Be like, talk to yourself. It's kind of healthy.
Yeah.
Tell yourself no.
That's great.
We're going to make it happen.
Primo Family Club, you mentioned it there.
Yep.
You got your own merch.
Clothing.
It's great. Sorry, not merch. Not merch.
Merch
is sort of like a little murky word now, isn't it? It's a bit dirty and a bit...
Yeah, I don't like to call it merch.
Because then it's like, it's based off of...
Because it's not merch.
You know what? It's just clothing. And it's amazing, by the way. It's great.
Thank you. Yeah.
That also, you just went to South Africa before Christmas, right?
Just for Christmas. Christmas time.
That looked unbelievable. What was the reason behind that?
So I went to South Africa for the first ever time, not this one that you just seen, last year before that.
Yeah.
And that was just a holiday with my friends. And I've always wanted to go to South Africa, but it wasn't like, it was one of them ones like, it just happened where my friends were like, we're going, I said I have time off, let's go. It's around the time of my birthday, fuck it, let's go. I've never seen, and that also adds back to kind of the whole thing of like the self-confidence. The most I've seen, which was the crazy support, was when we went to Australia as Beta Squad. Yeah. We were all over the news, 4,000 kids in the park chasing us.
It was crazy.
It was amazing.
That is so wild.
It was crazy. Yeah. But that was like, we were there as Beta Squad. I went to South Africa as a holiday with my mates. And the support was crazy. Like, I didn't announce it and everything, but I posted a story, I landed, and it was crazy to the point where people were following us in cars, looking for us. I had to get to the point where I couldn't post on my story until after I left the location. I had to tell my friends, don't post as well, because what people do is they start following my friends to check where we were.
Location, and
I had to like keep moving hotel.
And delay posting stuff.
Yeah, delay posting. I had to keep moving hotel. It was crazy. Like people were meeting me, getting photos and videos and putting it on TikTok, and I was getting like millions of views.
That's crazy.
Like, it was insane. So then I realized, okay, South Africa's an amazing market. They showed me so much support. I love the people generally. I love the place. I love the country.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So then it was a thing of where we're going to do our first ever Primo pop-up. And for me, it was like South Africa in December. December, January is the best time of year to go there.
It's hot.
It's hot, good weather, it's amazing. I just want to go back there on holiday anyways.
Yeah,
so we just lined it up with so when I first went, I met a guy called Zaid, who runs a clothing brand called Grade Africa, which is pretty like big in like South Africa. And yeah, we did like a couple pieces collab drop, and we just announced it in 2 different cities, one in Johannesburg and one in Cape Town.
Oh, wow. And
the turnout for both of them was insane. Like,
it's crazy. Johannesburg, but I've only been to Johannesburg.
You should go Cape Town as well.
That's what everyone in Johannesburg, everyone in Johannesburg that we spoke to, because I was there for a copper shoot, and they were like, great you're here, but don't stay here. Just go to Cape Town.
Wow.
I've heard, but Johannesburg was beautiful.
It's great.
As well.
It's great.
Like we went to the townships as well, like Soweto.
Nice. Yeah, Soweto. Yeah.
And that's where we filmed the documentary about Cassie Flavour, their special football. You know the one where they do the mad showboating, where they don't even care about scoring. They want to humiliate people.
Yes.
Crazy, yeah. So we made a documentary about that.
Sick.
So we met so many people, went to the townships, and like these are some of the poorest areas in Johannesburg. And it was amazing. It was an unbelievable experience. Were you there with me?
No, I did it.
Oh.
Yeah, back home. It's like, I wish I saw it.
Yeah. And bro, it was one of the most beautiful weeks of my life, just to be able to connect to people on the other side of the world or just on the bottom of the world. And like, they live in totally different lives to you. And it's just, it was an incredible experience.
It was great. I loved it as well. And I've been 2 years in a row, and just being able to do that and bring our clothing line there and have a couple events and, you know, meet people, and people are buying the clothes. And now it's like we've got we left a bit of an impact there. So now people were walking in the streets of South Africa wearing Primo Family Club.
Unreal, man.
Which is amazing, you know. So it had to be there.
It's always, I think you must have some pinch yourself moments where you kind of think, you are known all over the world. And yeah, there are people walking around South Africa and people that have bought your clothes online who are living in Singapore and all these places that are just like repping your stuff. it must be odd because you're like, unless you see them in person, it's almost not real.
Yeah,
And then
no,
you
that's
see
the
it and it's
thing.
real, and you're like, how?
That's the thing. It's hard with this. It's hard to like actually see it. You
Yeah.
know, there's moments then you see it. That's when you pinch yourself. But when you make a video and you see 1 million views or 100,000 views, you don't think about.
Yeah.
But then if I was to stand in the middle of Wembley Stadium and look around and say everyone's here for me, that's 90,000 people. So then I'm like, if I make a video, unless it's talking about football and it gets 100,000 views,
That's Wembley.
I fill that Wembley Stadium with 10,000 people waiting outside. You know, so you don't actually. But it's like it's hard to actually think about it.
Yeah.
And the pinch me moments are like when you do an event and you see people come.
Yeah.
You do a live show, you see 1,000 people turn up, and 1,000 people's like whoa. Or we do the Beta School charity match and you have 30,000 people at Selhurst Park and you're looking around and they're wearing green. That's when you're like, whoa, this is crazy.
Because that is real.
That's
the whole point of,
Yeah.
especially live stuff, right? In person.
Yeah.
And that's why, going to gigs
Yeah.
is better than just you could watch the gig on TV or you
course.
listen to music on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like, there's that live aspect, that human aspect where it makes it
different.
so real where you can appreciate it more.
Yeah, it's
know.
special. It's special.
And now you're going all over the world, Qatar, Match for Hope.
Qatar, yep, second year in a row. Let's
I
see
mean,
how
all
that
the
goes.
boys are going.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Because that's now is basically Beta Squad boys, but also SDS boys, you're all going out.
Yeah, SS boys are going to be there.
So it's now obviously, so Match for Hope, obviously the great charity match
Yeah.
that have now just brought in so many big personalities from all over the world.
Yeah.
But also, I'm guessing you're creating content around it as well, so you kind of...
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so much stuff going on now. They're making it like a whole week's worth of events. So there's like a live podcast zone. So we're going to have an SDS show there, like a mini show, like a 45-minute slot.
Yeah.
There's going to be like a fan park where everyone's like, anyone's got clothing or whatever, people can go buy. So Primo will have like a stand there as
Oh,
well.
real?
Yeah, so then there's like a gala, there's training sessions, there's 2 training sessions. And obviously, like, the names of footballers they get is crazy. Like you saw last year, there was in my team I had Kaka and Makalele and Drogba.
Yeah.
The other
Who
team
have
had
you got
Hazard.
this year?
What's been announced? David Silva's been announced. Perlo's been announced. I think they're the only 2 that's been announced. I'll tell you everyone else off camera.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think. They're the only 2 that's been
big
announced.
names though.
Yeah. It's crazy.
As if Kaka from the year before wasn't big enough. Hazard, you know.
Ballon d'Or winner. Hazard's playing again.
He'll be
He's
back.
playing
Yeah.
again.
Hazard, by the way, how nice is he?
He's a great guy, man.
Bro, he's a legend. When we were after the EAFC 25 launch that me and Josh did, so me, Josh, Steph were there, and Hazard was one of the. I interviewed
the Madrid
him,
one.
The Madrid one.
I was
yeah.
at London one, yeah.
And I interviewed him. Den's interviewed him. So then afterwards we're just chilling, and just like having a beer, and he was just he just chatted to us for like an hour. Talking about how much he loves golf. He's like, yeah, take my number whenever I'm in London. We play golf.
Amazing.
And he's like, this guy's so nice. But at this point, it never really like surprises me now. Just you know how many like footballers that we know, we get to interview and meet. They're all so nice, man.
Of course.
They're all just normal people.
Of course.
That live extraordinary lives.
That's what it is. They're normal people with an extraordinary talent.
Yeah.
That's what it is. End of the day, and you know, they're footballers and they have a lot of responsibility and have a lot of people that look up to them, and it's the same with what we do, but they're just normal people.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just kind of it.
What are your plans for near and far future? What's gonna happen in 2025 for you? Because you've just done that big Beta Squad filming.
Baller League.
Baller League, okay.
That's in the immediate future.
Nice.
That's
good. Most of your focus at the moment is...
At the moment, yeah. Because the league starts first week of March, first Monday of March, March 3rd. So I've got to be pretty much ready for that because I'm team owner and head coach. So I need to win. You know, and it's a big thing that's happening, and it's huge, and I've got to make sure everything's right because this the next thing where it's like I've always dreamt of stuff like this, you know. So this is something I'm really excited about, and yeah, it's going to be crazy, and I hope everyone comes down to the games because the matches are all like there's fans allowed to come to the games.
Yeah.
Mondays you're going to be there sometimes.
Okay.
Come down, please.
Yes, I will.
It's it's going to be in London, so.
Okay, nice.
Kind of close to ish.
Here?
East.
East. Okay. All
Couple
right.
box.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sick.
come down
I'll
some
come
games.
down, man. I'll support.
Please, I'll get you a shirt as well.
Yeah,
you got to wear it in one of your Team Timbsy episodes.
Yeah, sweet.
Perfect.
Oh, bro,
I'll give you a
easy.
shirt,
Yeah, I'll do that.
So perfect, yeah. I mean, I'm really excited for Baller League, and then apart from that, it's just Beta Squad return. It's match rope is obviously next month. Hopefully I can get some minutes. No, generally.
You'll get minutes.
No,
bro.
I haven't played football since June 2024.
Oh, because your knee.
Yeah, it's a race against time if I can make the match. I'll be there in Qatar, but I want to start. I got man the match last year, so I want to get 2 years in a row.
Yeah, that's a
But I want
big mantle.
I don't. Yeah, but last year I wasn't happy with it, so this year I want to get it. Where
What
it's
do you mean you're not happy? Come
no,
on, bro.
but like I
No,
know
joking.
myself. You know, sometimes when you know in your head, you're like, I don't think I did that well. But sometimes,
yeah.
you know, and even like in football, sometimes a player will get it, and you're like, why did he get it?
Yeah.
Someone else should have got it.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the case for me. I'm obviously happy I got it because it's the first ever one, and it's in my studio.
Bro, and it's
But imagine getting another one.
Bro, it'd be
Like, it's like years.
unbelievable.
But right now, I don't even know if I can play. So we'll see. It's a race against time. So
mate,
so
1 or
match
2
rope.
little training sessions beforehand, you'd be sweet.
Yeah, but it's more about I might try and get a steroid injection.
Oh yeah. Oh, bro, they're unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
But I need one that lasts like 4 or 5 days because I got 2 training sessions and then the match.
Yeah.
So I want to get one out in Qatar hopefully.
Yeah.
I've got some stuff booked in. So
Yeah, you'll be
once
blessed.
I get that, boom, strap it up,
Yeah.
feel no pain.
Be able to play, and then afterwards.
Hello, give me the ball, man.
Yeah.
Boom.
Bang, bang.
There
volley.
you go. And then apart from that, yeah, whatever happens, you know, like with this industry, things will come up. Like right now,
So much,
I don't know what, but in the summer I could be doing this. I don't know.
As we've established, right? You're doing so much. You've done so much. I'd love to know what is the most nervous you've been for a shoot,
Oh.
and also what you enjoy doing the most at the moment. Like, what do you get? You turn up and you're still like, yes, I get to do this today.
Good question. Most nervous I've been for a shoot. I think it's the first time I've like worked with footballers was also mad nervous because it's like I'm a big football fan and I still had that feeling of they're larger than life, you know. So I think it was a shoot I did with JD years ago with Specs and Jack Grealish when it was at Villa, and I was like, okay, I want to smash it. I want to smash it. What I still get super excited to do now is traveling videos with Beta Squad boys.
You're like,
Yeah, I like that. Like if we're like going to America to film a series of videos, you know.
oh, like cheapest hotel versus most
Yeah,
expensive.
and I'm like,
yeah,
we're on
one
the
of those
plane
ones.
together and it's really cool and we're in another country and then we film and then maybe have that couple hours that night where we're finished filming, we're in another country. It's just nice, you know?
Yeah, you still get
excited.
that excitement.
Yeah, but sometimes no, because sometimes like you have 2 hours. The one we did one recently where we finished filming the day before in London at like 10 p.m. But then we had to be at the airport for 4 a.m. for a 6 a.m. flight. So it's like, when can I sleep?
Yeah.
So I slept for 2 hours and then got to the airport. We landed in the country at like 8 a.m. because it's a European country, and it was straight filming. And then we
So
flew
it's
back the morning after.
That's
So they're
intense.
hard, they're tough, yeah.
But why are they that? What, can't you just space it? Or is that because that was the challenge? And that was the,
it's like one day in this country or one day here, and it's like boom, 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 and then we come back and then we probably have to film the next day and back in London and stuff. There's been some intense ones. There's been some like really intense ones.
But it's good that you still get excited by that though, because
Sometimes, yeah.
I really get excited for this.
Yeah.
Still, because this again, you know, because it's yours.
This stuff like this is cool because I love conversation. Like I love, you know, talk to people. So and you're the same. So that's why I know. And obviously this is yours, and you get to just have someone else in the seat and talk to them. And you've had loads of cool people. So I understand why this is probably because you do so much brand work.
Yeah.
You know, you spend the whole summer in Germany for the Euros. You know, with the brand. So I know you do all that stuff, and that's the stuff that people expect for you to be most excited about. But I'm not surprised that it's this which you're most excited about.
And it doesn't make the other stuff any less,
I
you know,
know, but I'm
obviously
not-
amazing. But
course.
it's a different sort of excitement.
Yeah.
Because with Fox Sports in the summer, it was like a nervous excitement because obviously it's massive. It's Fox
of
Sports
course.
and it's a new kind of gig. But then it's football, so you're still just like, I kind of know what to expect, and I know it's going to be chatting to fans from all over Europe, and so it's a similar line of work that you're used to. Whereas this is, it's a bit different. I think, to be fair, F1 is a different sort of excitement because that's just like, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing trip as a whole.
It's so enjoyable.
Everything is leading up to the race, but you're there for a whole weekend, and the weekend entails, you might go in the morning to check the area, the track, or whatever, go see the team, speak to people. Then in the evening, you're in a cool city anyway, so you go out with your mates. Then that night, there's probably an artist performing because he's here for the F1 weekend booked by F1. Then you'll go to this, then there's that party, then there's this show. and then you go to the race the next day, and then there's maybe a closing show, and then so it's a whole experience and a cool city.
Yeah. If I was going to recommend, Austin is an amazing race to go to.
I'd love to go.
It's also a great time of the year as well because it's October, so it's towards the end of the year. Getting a bit colder here, it's hot out there.
Yeah.
Really cool city. The food is unbelievable. They're like proper motorheads there as well, so like they love. In Miami and Vegas, there's so much other stuff going on. That obviously, when F1 comes into town, that is the main thing. But equally, like some people just don't care, and Miami's not going to stop for any, you know.
Of course.
But Austin, it's like, yo, F1's in town.
Crazy.
They go wild for it.
I need to go to Austin then.
So I go that. I'd say Monaco's fun. Ah, you need to.
I'd love to.
I'd love
to. I'd love to go. Like,
because we've worked together before. Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. I know when I go to training ground, I know I want to see Timbsy. I'm like,
Yeah.
where is he?
Yeah.
Where is
there
he?
he is.
What brand's he working with today?
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember we did I think one of my first ever Arsenal shoots was with you, with Reece Nelson and Joe Willock.
That was it.
I think that was one of my first. I think it was my first ever one.
You know what's so
like
funny?
2019.
I was looking in our DMs. It's like, yeah, we both want to work with the club more. And now like we both just work with the club.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird to think.
Yeah, I know. It's mad. Like I went pre-season tour with them this summer.
So good, man.
Which was mad.
Did you go Washington and LA? Both.
It was LA and Philadelphia this year.
LA and Philadelphia.
Last year was Washington.
Did you go to both cities?
This year, yeah.
So good. I remember as well because I know who else. Well, obviously, Primo was there with the club.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing you out there. I was like,
yeah.
Good.
Last year, I met them in New York because they had a match at the MetLife in New Jersey against United. So I went. I just did that part because I was already in New York.
And
but this year I did the
Guest
whole thing.
Laguna?
Yeah, both years I did. Yeah, last year.
Laguna.
And this year I did it with Calafiori when he just signed.
Yeah.
Like I was like the first piece of content.
So sick.
Calafiori, Jorginho, and Theo Walcott was there as well. Like it was Walcott and Gilberto Silva that were there. Yeah.
The club reps.
Yeah. It was fun. It was cool. It was a nice experience. Like staying in the same hotel as the players as well.
That's fun.
Which was mad weird. Like I had one funny experience. So it was the day Calafiori signed, but the internet didn't know.
Okay.
So we just flown over from LA to Philadelphia. So in LA we played against Bournemouth. And then we played against United. Yeah,
as you do.
Played against Bournemouth at the LA Galaxy Stadium.
Yeah.
And then Man United at the SoFi, the big one.
Yeah, crazy.
And then we travelled from LA to Philadelphia, which was like 7 hours, all on the same plane with the players and everything. And then we got to Philadelphia, and that's when Smith Rowe didn't come to Philadelphia. I think that's when he signed for Fulham. So he was in LA and then he left. And then we're in the hotel, and obviously we're in the same hotel as the players and everything. And then I see Calafiori in the lift. So I'm like, okay, so we signed him. I'm like, you alright? So yeah, cool, bang, done. Then I'm in my room, and this summer's when I started binging Breaking Bad. Like, it's taken me so many years to finally watch it. I'm glad I finally watched it because
great.
Unbelievable
show, yeah.
So I was like in bed, and I ordered Chick-fil-A. So I'm like, oh, Chick-fil-A. But when I'm in America, I'm rinsing Chick-fil-A. Yeah. So I'm like, cool, let me go down. And it's downstairs in the lobby, I have to go down to get it. So I go on the lift, I press the lift opens, and it's like 10 of the first team players all in the lift, yeah? So like I'm wearing, obviously I've worked with them, so they know me, innit? So I'm there, and I'm just like, yeah, that's all right? It's like 9 p.m. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? They go, oh, we're just welcoming the new signing. So that's when they went downstairs to welcome the new signing.
Meeting.
Yeah, so they'll go down, and they're like, what about you? Just get my food.
Chick-fil-A,
so like,
bro.
we all come out of the lift. They go that way to go into the meeting room to see Calafiori because I saw him when he was coming up anyways. And I go this way to get my Chick-fil-A bag. And I'm walking back like, I really thought I was going to become a footballer growing up. You know? And
it's weird how...
And it's weird how I've just come out of the lift and I'm an Arsenal fan. I always dreamed of being an Arsenal player. And I was in that lift, we were wearing the same clothes because I had the same clothes as them. So for a second, I was in the lift with the squad in the same clothes as them, the training kit.
Holding Chick-fil-A back.
Imagine I had a vision as a kid, like that's a Raven, and I only saw part of it. Yeah. And all I saw was me in the lift with the whole Arsenal first team with the same kit. I would think I made it. But reality is, I'm getting off to get my Chick-fil-A. And then actually, so it was so funny. I came up to my room feeling like shit, and I just put Breaking Bad on. I'll just eat it.
Yeah, eating it like a slob. Just,
you know what I mean? I was like, but it was a good experience. And then obviously like, we're traveling with the team, and all that stuff was really, really cool. So
yeah, pre-season, I always feel they're more than any other time of the season. They offer up the most moments that I think you'll remember if you're on those trips and stuff, because everyone's quite relaxed.
Yeah.
And you're in another country, and it's usually quite hot.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have those sort of moments where you're wearing the same kit. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're getting the
exactly.
same-
You're part of the staff, so you have the same kind of stuff, and it's still the summer, and the players are in different cities, so they're not recognised as much because we're in Philadelphia.
they can just
So the
go
players
out.
want to go out
Yeah.
sometimes. You might go for a walk with them, you might go eat with them, or they have some time off. It was after the Euros, so a lot of the big name players weren't there. Like all the England players weren't there because if you make it to the semi-finals or onwards, you're not gonna be required to go to the pre-season tour. So or some of them joined late. So it was nice because a lot of youth players got called up to join this team, to join the squad for the summer. So a lot of them obviously like knew how I was and like were really excited, and it was really cool to get to know them. Like especially like Miles and Ethan, seeing them now, like it was really really cool.
So good.
So yeah, like I enjoyed that pre-season tour. It was such a cool experience.
Yeah, but I remember having lunch with Hector in
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
Just because he was injured, he was coming back from his ACL at that point, and me, Vuj, Kieran, and Hector were just having lunch. I remember just halfway through the meal, just looking at, it, and I was like, "What are we doing? Like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
How life has worked. Where again, you go back to that. If you're a kid and then you fast forward and you can see that, like, what the hell are you doing with your life? Like, how has this happened?
It's mad. It's mad. Even with content, with everything, it's so many footballers now are YouTubers themselves. They have content, they have YouTube channels, and they want to be content creators, and musicians and the content creators want to be footballers.
Yeah.
It's such a weird dynamic.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's cool.
It's funny how the world of like content, for example, where it can lead you is wild now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I would love to know, do you feel like you've like made it?
Not really. It depends what making it is. For me, it's not about like level of fame or notoriety and stuff. It's more like, have I like built amazing things that will live on past me? For example, if Primo Family Club gets to the point where it's a clothing brand that lasts 100+ years, longer than I exist, and it passes on to my kids, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, that's making it. You know, if SDS becomes a point where it's the biggest football or sporting platform that's outside of traditional media, and it comes from the social media background, but also starts sitting on the same places that the CBS and the Sky Sports and ESPN. You know, we're still an online platform, but at the same time, when there's matches, we have the same kind of access as the mainstream media. And can SDS be bought out to a certain level where we get some amazing things and amazing investors? That's making it. You know, can Betis could get to the point where we are such an amazing big business where we have products we're selling and we have so much cool shit we do, we have so much stuff. That's making it. Me getting recognized by people and being told, oh, you're an inspiration, I get pictures taken. That's an amazing thing, an amazing feeling, and it makes me feel good because I'm doing good things and I'm on track. But for me, making it isn't how many followers I have or how famous I am. For me, making it is everything I've started at a place where it can live on beyond me. Because at the end of the day, I'm turning 30 this year.
That is a shame.
In 10 years, I'll be turning 40. And when I'm 40, no one will give a crap about me and ask me for pictures.
Yeah.
But people can still be tuning into the SDS platforms or can still be buying Primo.
Yeah, it's true.
That is making it. Because my face and level of fame has an expiry date, but my business and my companies and my dreams and that can go on forever. So no, I don't feel like I've made it in that sense. But yes, I feel like I'm well known and respected, and I've done really good things. And I'm really happy with where I'm at.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, it depends. Everyone looks at things differently. So some people then it's different.
Yeah, turning 30 is different, bro.
I mean, I'm saying I literally just turned 29 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, but I'm turning 30. In my head, I'm 30. No,
Yeah,
I've just turned 29. I'm 30.
Bro, it's sweet. I joke as much as turning 30. Honestly, it's sweet, bro.
No,
If
I'm
anything,
excited.
It's liberating.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm actually looking forward to it.
Because it literally is just a number. Saying that, I do get injuries now. That's not nice.
I'm there already.
Yeah.
I've been getting injuries, bad injuries since I was 27. So.
But you're looking young. You're looking fresh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I try. So are you.
That's what money and fame does, everyone. This is it.
So are you, man. Hey. What did they say?
This is not. This is
What did they
plastic
say?
surgery.
What did they say? Asian don't reason.
Asian don't raise it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and black don't crack. So we're both good.
Exactly. Yeah. I still don't feel old.
Yeah.
I know I'm not old, right?
You're not.
I'm old, but I'm
nowhere
not
near
old.
it.
Like 32. But who?
How old are you?
32.
Damn.
32.
I'm 56 years old. Damn!
What do you mean? Don't that? Oh, is that Kevin Hart? Damn.
Yeah, no, you're a baby, bro.
I'm sorry.
We're the same age group.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're the same age group. I'm literally 29, so same age group.
K Kurd,
Yeah, I know who KK is. Yeah.
Funny guy, good lad.
Yeah.
And he literally put something up. I think it was this morning. I was like having my breakfast, having a coffee, and on my way to interview Yaya Toure today. Legend. What a guy, man. Legend.
What's his English like? I find it so funny.
So good.
Is it?
And he's so softly spoken.
It's the memes that make me laugh, innit? You rarely score and go like that. Bro, but he's still a great guy.
Unbelievable guy. And also, he talked about his goals and stuff like this. That such a soft confidence, yeah? Because he knows he's elite. He knows he's one of the best midfielders to ever grace the Prem.
Facts.
But because he's so softly spoken and so gentle, he's just like, and at this point, they can't do anything about it. I just score, I run past, I score.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're amazing.
So true.
It's so
true.
cool.
It's so true.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, back to the point.
Yeah.
So, K. Kurd uploaded a video about getting older.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm only actually old in sports terms.
Yeah.
I think so much of what we actually think is based in a sporting world.
So true.
What is old and what is not. Because 32... it's not old, man.
Nowhere near it.
It's not old.
But a footballer,
I'm gone, mate.
Yeah.
I've been gone for a long... Yeah.
Exactly. But you're right. In real life, it's different.
Yeah. That Chick-fil-A bag in the lift, that's as close as we're getting, brother.
That's amazing. It was a good Chick-fil-A, though. It was a good Chick-fil-A. I miss it.
Where's your favourite places to go in the US? You've been quite a few times now, no?
Yeah, I mean, I love New York. I go to New York every year because of the US Open and everything.
Is that Flushing,
it's
isn't it? Flushing Meadows?
Flushing Meadows, yeah, the park.
I need to go, man.
You've never been to New York?
Nah.
Come this year. First week of September.
Okay.
It'll be good to
I'll
go
speak to
together.
Steph and see.
Yeah, let's figure something out. It'll be really, really good. Because it's also like Fashion Week time, so there's so much going on. So we can get some cool stuff. So I love New York. LA's cool, but I don't know. LA's a bit... Once you go once or twice, it's kind of...
I feel like
if you know the right people, it's good. So
exactly.
I like LA because of the people that I know that live there.
I'm exactly the same.
Exactly. Yeah. But
with New York, the weather's beautiful.
With New York, you don't need to know people. There's just so much going on.
The city is the attraction.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. And then apart from that, I mean, the States are the States. It's weird because I've been to States loads, but I haven't been to lots of different places.
Oh, you've been to the same places?
Yeah, I've been to LA loads. I've been to New York loads. I've been Miami once. I've been Austin once.
You have been Austin?
For 2 days, yeah.
Oh.
But that was for Kenny's boxing match there.
Oh, nice.
And then, I've been Minnesota a couple times. Atlanta.
Atlanta's fun.
Because that's where A&P are based, with Atlanta. Yeah, a few places, but for me, New York, I love New York.
Yeah.
I want to go Hawaii, though.
Yeah, bro, it's so far away. I didn't even realise it's so far away.
Yeah, it is.
From the US.
From
mainland US.
Yeah. I know, but I do want to go Hawaii.
Yeah, me too.
Have you never been?
No. It's just a long... apparently, it's the best place in the world to stargaze, to like look at the...
Is it?
Look at space.
Well, it's because it's just like clean skies.
Very clear, and I think they have a lot of mountains.
I want to skydive there.
Oh, I don't know if I'm about skydiving, brother.
Because I've got 2 more left in me. I've done 3.
Skydives already?
I said I want to do 5. And I'm done.
Why?
So I've got 2 more left in me.
No, but... okay.
So I want to do Hawaii. I want to do Hawaii and or Dubai above the Palm or Grand Canyon.
Okay, so I've never done it. I've never wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me? Convince me to go skydiving. Because at the moment, I'm not on it, brother.
So I've skydived 3 times. I've bungee jumped once, and I've done a thing called, what's it called? The plane thing. Wind walking, where I've been attached to the plane.
What?
I'd say do skydiving.
Okay.
Because it's just like, it's cool. Like, it's fun.
Yeah? Is
it's
it fun?
scary.
Yeah.
But the scariest part is when... Has anyone in this room skydived? Yeah. The scariest point is when you're in the plane and you're now realizing, okay, now you look out, you're like, oh shit. And then they open the big shuttle thing and there's a big group in it and everyone's attached, you're attached to your person and you're effectively sitting on his lap.
Yeah, and you're going, yo, don't fuck this
up.
Yeah,
you're shuffling, and then you're seeing, say you're like 4th in line to go, so now you're seeing people in front of you and they shuffle to the edge of the thing like this and the next thing, they disappear. They're gone. So quick, you're like, what? They're gone. And now you're like, shit, now you finally get there, now you're on the edge, now you're dangling, your feet are there. And they tell you to do this and put your head over the thing. But now you can see outside. And then they go 3, 2, boom. Then you're there. Then it's, you know when you put your head out of the car when it's like motorway? It's like that. So you're like, whoa, it's hard to breathe. What the hell? But then all of that is mad intense, but it's really, really cool. And then about 30 seconds until a minute in, they pull the parachute. and for the next 5 minutes you're just floating.
That is fun. I'm happy with that.
That is not scary at all.
Yeah, of course.
To the point where they even sometimes let you control the parachute, where they go, hold it, you can like turn, you can like do that.
Like GTA.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. And then you hit the floor and you're like, wow, I'm really happy I did that.
Okay. I don't know if you convinced me, but okay, I've done bungee jumping once.
I've bungeed. Bungee is way scarier than skydiving.
I did it from 30, 100 feet up or something. I know, not 30, 100 feet
It's a big
up.
difference, mate. Is it just 30 or 100? 30 feet, you just jumped off the building.
100 feet. It was like half a crane. It was basically during the 2018 World Cup. I had to do it for this Adidas Tangaloo thing.
Yeah.
And it was like a little crane, and you jump off and you fall for like 3 seconds. I'm pretty sure I blacked out for like 2 seconds. Well, I do it, and I was like, oh my God. And then I woke up, I was like, oh wow.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't know, but I don't think I'm scared of heights, because like when I'm on top of, I don't know, I went on top of One World Trade Center, and they got like glass, basically a glass floor.
Yeah,
and
scary.
You can see everything. I'm not scared of it. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. But I don't know, I might be weird, but there's something about plummeting
but that's what makes
through
it
the sky.
fun though. For me, it's like the fact that if I wasn't scared, like if I was in the plane and my heart rate was normal, it wouldn't be fun. Because I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not overcoming something. I'm not overcoming. So it's when I'm on the plane, my heart is pounding. I'm looking at the thing. The fact that it's scary is what makes the experience better.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
that's the whole point. You have to actually like approach it in a way where some people look at it and like, I'm scared of this, so I won't do it.
Yeah.
Or you're looking at, I'm scared of this, so that's why I want to do it, because
That's the flipping
you go
mentality,
through
brother.
that. Yeah. There's only one thing I'll never do. Everything else I'll always try.
What's the one thing you never do?
Cave crawling. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, no.
That's the only thing I would never ever do.
That
in
honestly,
my life.
it makes me feel weird when you see people just like this. They've got a weird smile on their face. And they're going, I'm loving this.
No,
and they're
I
like
would
inching
never.
up a cliff.
I would never. That's the only thing I'll never do. I don't
Yeah,
find any joy in the idea of that.
Buried alive.
Crawling
sort of
through
level.
caves, and then, you know what I mean? Like, what if you get stuck? What if you can't turn around? And the fact that you can't just turn around, you have to go backwards. But it's crazy.
And also, you can lodge yourself in and then just...
If your shoulders get lodged...
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
That's... Shark cage, easy.
Shark cage, I'll be down
no
for
problem. I was about to do that in South Africa, but the sharks weren't there, so...
Okay, yeah. He did. There
I was
wasn't
on
enough
the boat.
sharks.
Yeah, I was the only
I want more, lads.
I wanted a selfie, but I still haven't done it. I haven't done it, but yeah.
I'm going to say it, in 2 years' time, me and you, I'm a celeb, get me out of here. Because that's the only show on TV, reality show, that I would even consider doing. Because it's like, at least you've got to try to do stuff.
Same,
you know what I mean?
same. I think
And board banter is great banter.
I agree. That's the only one I'll do as well. Like
Okay. And I'll only go on it.
I've been asked to do a few different ones, but I've always said no. That's all I'll ever do.
I'll only go on it with you. That's a promise. That's a promise.
Say no. But are you good at like eating disgusting?
Yeah, I eat
I'm bad with that.
I eat everything.
Like,
I'll do it for you.
I can lay in a thing with snakes and rats and that. You put like cow tongue in my mouth, I'll vomit.
Oh no, you just swallow it.
I'm bad with it.
It's fine. That's why we're gonna dovetail.
Okay, cool.
I could keep talking to you forever and ever and ever, but that's it for the episode.
Damn,
sorry,
already?
bro. I know. It's like we only just started, but apparently we've been going for like 1 hour and 15 minutes.
It's all good.
My brother, Sharks, thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me.
Every single time I chat to you, I've got a new lease of life.
I love that.
It's motivating, it's inspiring.
It's a good conversation. Like I said, I love conversations. Yeah,
So-
and we need to go to an F1 trip together.
Yes.
You need to invite me to golf together.
Oh, bro,
at some
anytime.
point. Yeah.
Golf at any time. You know what's
But
fun?
I want a golf holiday.
Oh, okay, proper.
Yeah.
Belek, Antalya.
Or
South
Turkey.
coast of Turkey,
Wow.
bro. I did it for New Year's. It's amazing.
I want to do it.
All inclusive, yeah. And the golf courses, it's like it's golf mecca. Wow. It's stunning.
Can I bring the missus?
You got missus now?
No, but I'll find one in time.
Oh, I was going.
Like, is it that kind of trip where everyone brings the bottle, or is this a boys'
No,
trip?
it's just
golf?
boys. It's just boys back
then.
then.
Like, I don't want to miss out. If everyone's bringing missus, I would.
No. If you did that, you'd be like, "What are you doing?
boys'
You've
golf
ruined our trip."
Just so I know. Okay, I'm down. No. I'm so down. Like, I actually want to play golf. There was a time where we lived in one of the baseball houses, and there was a driving range down the road, and I'd go by myself, and I'd actually practice my swing,
So fun,
just with like the 7-iron, just.
It's so addictive. It's
actually,
a
but
beautiful
actually playing.
sport.
I've not actually played a course. You know, like I was 18 or whatever.
And that's the thing. If you go out there, the courses are stunning. It makes you appreciate all that the sport is about as well,
love
where it's
that.
like in nature, you're with your boys, you're having
Yeah, you're having
fun.
banter, you're talking, you're chilling.
You're trying to
walking
excel at a skill.
That's
It's just
no, that's my thing.
okay. That's a
And
promise.
now I'm turning 30. Surely I qualify now for the group.
Facts. Facts.
There
It's
we
an old
go.
man's sport, brother.
There we go. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm
amazing.
ready. Hey.
Sharks, thank you so much.
No, likewise.
Love you, brother.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Everyone, I hope you enjoyed. That was my good friend, Sharky. And tune in next week for another Tea with Timbsy, because I'm inspired. It's coming out every weekend, forever and ever.
Good. There we go.
Can't do anything about it.
Bow.
Love you guys.
Sick.
Woo!